This is Dr. B. Krishnaveni, working as an assistant professor in Department of Mathematics, Aditya University. As our course title is Linear Algebra and Calculus, and in that first unit is Introduction to Linear Algebra. Today, what we are going to discuss in this lecture is, we are going to get the idea to find the rank of the matrix using normal form, as well how to find the inverse of a matrix using Gauss-Jordan method. So, in order to get the rank using normal form, and we call this is the another important method to find the rank of the matrix. So, how to find that? Every m by n matrix of rank R can be reduced to normal form IR or IR 0, 0, 0 or IR 0 by a finite number of elementary row and column operations. So that is, we can reduce any matrix of order m by n in any of this form such so that we can say that the matrix is reduced to normal form, and we can say that the rank of that matrix is equal to R. The above form, either it may be any of these three, we call it as normal form or canonical form of a given matrix. And the rank of the above canonical form is R. So now let us see how to find the rank of the given matrix using normal form. As I already said, that normal form is also called as canonical. Here the question is, reduce A to canonical form and find its rank if A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 0, 2, 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 3, 6, 8, 7, 5. Now, in order to find the rank of this matrix, first of all, we need to convert this matrix into normal form by using row and column operations, and then decide the rank of the matrix. What is the rank of the matrix is? The rank of the order of the identity matrix in the normal form gives the rank of the given matrix. So now in order to do this, first of all need to reduce this into normal form. So here first step is, you need to fix this element, first row first element, and you have to make this below elements as zeros using row operations, and this adjacent elements as zeros using column operations. And in the next step, in the resultant matrix, need to fix second row second element and need to do the same process using row and column operations until given matrix is reduced to normal. Now let's see how to do that. So first let's fix 1 as the pivot element, and let us make below elements zeros using row operations. So in order to make 2 as a 0, what is the operation shall we use? Need to use this operation, that is R2 minus 2R1. In order to make this 3 0, you have to use the operation R3 minus 3R1, and to make this 6 0, the operation is R4 minus 6R1. So let us apply all these three operations. Then the above matrix is equivalent to 1 2 3 0, 0 0 minus 3 2, 0 minus 4 minus 8 3, 0 minus 4 minus 11 5. So now again fix the same element, make adjacent elements zeros using column operations. For that, what is the operation shall we use? So in order to make this 2 0, need to use the operation C2 minus 2C1, and to make this 3 0, you have to use the operation C3 minus 3C1, and if you see this, it is already 0. So there is nothing to do with that fourth column. So now on applying this column operations, that the above matrix is equivalent to, if you see, the first row will remain same, that is 1 0 0 0. What the second row is, and applying C2 minus 2C1, you will get the column C2 as 0 0 minus 4 minus 4. And applying the operation C3 minus 3C1, C3 is converted to 0 minus 3 minus 8 minus 11. And C4 will remain same, that is 0 2 3 5. So next is the same matrix we have taken. And now is, we need to fix this element, and you need to make below 0 and adjacent elements 0. But in order to do that, this element must be non-zero element. But here it is 0. So now in order to do that, what you have to do is, you need to exchange the row with either with R3 or with R4. Okay. So now in this, so that's what, let us exchange these rows R3 and R2. So now you can see, you can clearly see the matrix, which can give that R2 is converted to R3 and R3 is converted to R2. So now from this matrix, need to proceed further, Now need to fix this element and how to make below elements as zeros and adjacent elements as zeros using row and column operations. So let us make below elements as zeros using row operation. For that already it is 0. So there is nothing to do with R3. So now you have to apply on R4 so that this element, that is minus 4, should be, you have to do that should be equal to 0. So for that, what is the operation I have to use? R4 minus R2. If I perform R4 minus R2, then this element will become 0. So then the above matrix is equivalent to 1 0 0 0, 0 4 minus 8 3, 0 0 minus 3 2, and the fourth row becomes 0 0 minus 3 2. So now what the next step will be? Again fix the same element, make adjacent elements as zeros using column operation. For that sake, what is the operation we have to use? C3 minus 2C2, and in order to make this 3 0, need to multiply the C4 with 4 and C2 with C3, and if you add, you will get the value is equal to 0. So on applying these operations, the above matrix again equivalent to 1 0 0 0, 0 minus 4 0 0, 0 0 minus 3 8, 0 0 minus 3 8. So now next is, if you see this matrix, the last row becomes 0. But now still further we have to modify, or still further we have to apply row operations or column operations in order to make this into normal form. For that sake, if I see this matrix, there is a possibility of making this as 0 using C3. So that's what here we have used the operation 3C4 plus 8C3. So multiply C4 with 3 and C3 with 8, and if we add, we'll get this value will be equal to 0. So hence apply 3C4 plus 8C3. Hence this matrix is equivalent to 1 0 0 0, 0 4 minus 4 0 0, 0 0 minus 3 0, 0 0 0 0. So now you got something which almost just a step below the normal form. So now in order to make this finally into the normal form, if you divide the second row with minus 4 and the third row with minus 3, then it will be converted to normal form. So that's what we have used the operations R2 by minus 4 and R3 by minus 3. So that resultant gives the normal form, which takes the form 1 0 0 0, 0 1 0 0, 0 0 1 0, 0 0 0 0. So which gives the normal form of the given matrix, and from that we can decide what is the rank is. You can see here this takes the form I3 0 0 0 0. So means what is the order of the INT matrix in the normal form is 3. So that's what we can say, that the rank of that given matrix using normal form which is equal to 3. So that gives the normal form. Now let us discuss about the normal form through PEQ. So what it means? If I consider any matrix of order m by n of rank R, then there exists at least two non-singular matrices P and Q such that PAQ is equal to IR000. That is, PAQ is equal to normal form. So this says that if you consider any matrix of order m by n having the rank R, then there will be two non-singular matrices P and Q such that PAQ is equal to normal form. So now in order to find this P and Q and to get the rank of this matrix using this method, what need to do is, first of all need to consider a matrix of order m by n and take the equation A is equal to IMA IN. That is, pre-multiply with the INT matrix of order m and post-multiply with the INT matrix of order n. So what m representing is the number of rows of the given matrix and n representing the number of columns of the given matrix. Thereafter, need to apply row and column operations such that LHS of A should be converted to normal form. So now in doing this, when we apply row operation, we need to apply on prefactor of A in the RHS, and if we apply column operation, we need to apply on post factor of the RHS. So if we continuously do the process until the A in the RHS, until the A in LHS should be converted to normal form, so that the RHS will become the or takes the form PAQ. So this is the way to proceed. So for this, let us illustrate with an problem. Here the given question is, given A matrix, that is a 1 minus 1 minus 1 2 4 2 2 minus 1 2 2 0 minus 2, and find two non-singular matrices P and Q such that PAQ should be in the normal form. So thereafter you can find what is the rank will be. So what is the rank means? Normal form. In the normal form, the order of the identity matrix gives the rank of the given matrix. So now you can easily see the given matrix, the order of the matrix is 3 by 4. Hence need to consider the equation A is equal to I3 AI. So which gives this equation. So on taking what is A is I3, identity matrix of order 3, that is 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1 A into I4, identity matrix of order 4, 1 0 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 0 1. So now need to convert this RHS into normal form by applying row and column operations. So as I already said, if you apply row operation, that will be applied to prefactor. If you apply column operation, that will be applied to postfactor. So now let us do this. So now need to fix this element, and you have to make down elements or the below elements zeros using row operations. For that sake, what are the operation we have to use? R2 minus 4R1, R3 minus 2R1. So now if we apply this operations, then the above equation is converted to 1 minus 1 minus 1 to 0 6 6 minus 9, 0 4 2 minus 6 is equal to, if we now we are applying row operations, so that we need to apply on the prefactor of A. If you apply on prefactor of A, that will be reduced into this, that is 1 0 0 minus 4 1 0 minus 2 0 1, and remaining will same as the previous step. Since there is no change in this post factor, since we have applied row operations. So now need to fix again this element, and you have to make this adjacent elements as zeros using column operations. For that sake, what are the operations I have to use? C2 plus C1, C3 plus C1, C4 minus 2C1. And applying these operations, C1 will remain same. What about C2? C2 plus C1. So hence the C2 becomes as a 0 6 4, and applying C3 plus C1 on C3, C3 becomes a 0 6 2, and finally on applying the operation C4 minus a 2C1 on C4, you got a C4 as 0 minus 9 minus 6. So now you can see this will remain same as the previous, since we are applying column operations. So hence need to apply only on the post factor. So now apply this operation C4 minus 2C1 in this post factor. Then what are the changes you will get? The first column remains same. The second column C2 plus C1, that is a 1 1 0 0, and applying C3 plus C1 on C3, 1 0 1 0. Finally on C4, C4 becomes minus 2 0 0 1. Same process which we have followed earlier. In order to reduce that into normal form, we have to do the same process. Now need to fix this element, and you have to make down 0. But before that, if you make this element 1, then the simplification becomes easy. So for that sake, we have applied the operation R2 by 6. So for that, we got the first row and third row will remain same. Now what about the second row becomes 0 1 1 minus 9 by 6. Since we have applied row operation, so hence again we need to apply on prefactor of A in the RHS. Then the first row will remain same 1 0 0, and second row divided by 6, which becomes minus 4 by 6, 1 by 6 0, and third row will remain same minus 2 0 1. And what about the remaining? Will remain same because since we applied row operation. So now fix this, make down 0 using row operations. For that, what is the operation we have to use? R3 minus 4R2. Then the above is reduced to first row will remain same, second row will remain same, and the third row becomes by applying R3 minus 4R2 0, 0, minus 2, 0. And in the RHS, only prefactor will be affected on R3. So R3 becomes as 2 by 3 minus 2 by 3, 1. And remaining will remaining is same as the previous step. Now in the next step, what need to do is fix this, and you have to make this adjacent element as 0 using column operation. So simple operation here you can use since both are ones. So what the operation shall we use on C3? C3 minus C2. So hence after using or after applying the operation C3 minus C2, the above equation becomes first column as it is 1 0 0, second column 0 1 0. On applying C3 minus C2 on C3, you got C3 as 0 0 minus 2, and C4 there is no change. So now since we are using column operation, there is no change in prefactor, need to apply only on post factor. And what is the operation is C3 minus C2, then C1 C2 will remain same as the previous step, and C3 is changes to 0 minus 1 1 0, and C4 will remain same. Next step, finally you can say this, right? So but here you are left with minus 3 by 2, that also you have to make 0 in order to convert that into normal form. So for that what I did is, this is the operation we have used, that is C4 plus 3 by 2 C2. So multiply with 3 by 2 the column 2, and if you add with the C4, then C4 becomes that elements in C4 becomes 0. So then this matrix you will get, that is 1 0 0 0, 0 1 0 0, 0 0 minus 2 0, and prefactor will remain same, and in the post factor only C4 will be affected. So on applying C4 plus 3 by 2 C2, you got C4 as minus 1 by 2, 3 by 2, 0, 1. So at last what need to do is, to convert this into normal form, you have to make this minus 2 as 1. So for that you can perform the operation R3 by minus 2. So finally we got this, that is the normal form. R3 by minus 2 it is. So apply on R2, and there is no change in the post factor. So finally you got the form as normal form is equal to PAQ. So hence take this P and Q which representing non-singular matrices, and is very clear that what is the rank of this matrix. In this normal form, the order of the INT matrix, here you are getting I3 in this normal form. So therefore we can conclude that the rank of the given matrix is 3. So this were the practice questions which you can practice in order to find out the rank as well as non-singular matrices PAQ is equal to normal form. Now next is, here we can find the inverse of non-singular matrices using Gauss-Jordan method. So how to find the inverse using this? First you have to read this sentence. We find the inverse of non-singular square matrix using elementary row or column operations only. This method is known as Gauss-Jordan method. So in this method, what is the process is, let us consider any matrix A, which is square matrix of order n. Then consider the equation A is equal to INA, that is pre-multiply with IN. So then need to apply row operations only, so that need to convert this equation as IN is equal to BA. So means from this equation what we can say is BA is equal to IN. So that's what we can say, that inverse of A is equal to B. We will follow this process in order to find out inverse of the matrix using Gauss-Jordan method. Now let us see how to do this using this question. Compute the inverse of A is equal to 1 2 3 minus 1 3 minus 2 2 0 minus 4 by Gauss-Jordan method. Here A is of order 3. It is a square matrix of order 3. So hence consider A is equal to I3A. So substitute what is A is equal to the given A, 1 minus 1 2 3 minus 1 3 minus 2 2 0 minus 4 is equal to 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1 A. So now you have to apply only row operations, so that LHS of this equation becomes identity matrix. So fix this element and make this down elements zeros using row operations. For that, what are the operations we have to use? R2 as R2 plus R1, and the second operation is R3 as R3 minus 2R1. On doing this, what the resultant matrix will become, LHS will become as 1, 2, 3, 0, 5, 1, 0, minus 4, minus 10 is equal to, if you apply the same operations on the prefactor of A in the RHS, then that becomes as 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, minus 2, 0, 1 into A. So next is, we need to fix this element. But if you make this element as 1, then the simplification will be easy. For that sake, first I performed the row operation R2 by 5. So then the above equation becomes in this way. There is no change in R1, R3, only the R5. R5 you have to do as R2 by 5. Then R2 becomes 0, 1, 1 by 5 is equal to, similarly, R2 in the RHS, that is 1 by 5, 1 by 5, 0. So now fix this and need to make the up element as well as down elements zeros using row operations. So for that, what are the operations shall we use? R1 should be done as R1 minus 2R1 and R3 as R3 plus 4R2. If you perform these operations, the above equation is given by 1, 0, 13 by 5, 0, 1, 1 by 5, 0, 0, minus 46 by 5 is equal to, the same operation we have to apply on the prefactor. Then we got as 3 by 5 minus 2 by 5 is 0, 1 by 5, 1 by 5 is 0, 6 by 5, 4 by 5, 1 into A. So now again, in the next step, we need to fix this element and need to make up zeros. But if you make this element, that is minus 46 by 5 as a 1, then again the simplification becomes easy. For that, apply the row operation R3 into 5 by 40, minus 5 by 46. Then the above matrix is converted to 1, 0, 13 by 5, 0, 1, 1 by 5, 0, 0, 1. Apply on same R3 in the prefactor. 3 by 5 minus 2 by 5 is 0, that is R1. 1 by 5, 1 by 5 is 0, R2. Then what R3 will become? Minus 6 by 46, minus 4 by 46, minus 5 by 46. So now do the operations in order to make down zeros. So for that, what are the operations I have to use? So fix this, make up zeros. So for that sake, need to use the operations R1 minus 13 by 5 R3, R2 minus 1 by 5 R3. On doing this, we got this equation, that is 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1 is equal to 12 by 46 minus 8 by 46, 13 by 46, 8 by 46, 10 by 46, 1 by 46, minus 6 by 46, minus 4 by 46, minus 5 by 46 into A. So now it takes the form I is equal to BA. So hence we call B is the inverse of A. So therefore, let us take this as a B and we say that B is an inverse of A. So therefore, finally, what is the answer is A inverse is equal to B, that is nothing but 12 by 46 minus 8 by 46, 13 by 46, 8 by 46, 10 by 46, 1 by 46, minus 6 by 46, minus 4 by 46, minus 5 by 46. This is all about Gauss-Jordan method, and this you can take as practice in order to find out the inverse of the following matrices using Gauss-Jordan method. So in this lecture, what we have learnt is we can find the rank of a matrix using normal form, and in that normal form we got an idea. Normal form is equal to PAQ, and by using that also you can find out the rank. And the second one is how to find the inverse of the matrix using Gauss-Jordan method. Thank you.